your organs in a single session. 95% accuracy. It's painless, non-invasive, and affordable. Call Pastor Job at 350-2628, 767-1031, or 275-6300. Sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan at Job Optimum Health and Wellness.
Trinidad and Tobago. This is yours truly, Pastor Charles, streaming live from Port of Spain, Trinidad, Marvel Road, 91.9. Our services start from, 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning from the first, the second, and last Wednesday of the month. We are going to have a T-R-M-E time in the presence of God. We will be praying, praise God, for our nation. We'll be praying for families. We'll be praying for those that are sick and those that are in need. Tune in to the best station, 91.5 FM Street Live, Port of Spain, Maribel.
91.9 is counting down 91 days of Christmas. Yes, 91 days.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Yeah, Shalom. Shalom, I'm Priest and Captain Galwan from the RHPK. Right, under Commanding General Yohana, right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? So they just have a general statement. You know, the Bible is real. For those of you who feel that the Bible is a fake book and is a storybook, the Bible is real. You know why? Because if Kanye West could have made a statement that black people are the lost 12 tribes of Israel, if he had made that statement, right? Well, he did make the statement. But when Kanye West had made that statement, people would have, the Jewish media would not have been on his case. Right now, since Kanye West actually made that revolution, you understand? Because since 1969, the ISGBK has been saying that black people, you are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Right? And Kanye West heard it from the ISGBK. That is why he could make a statement like that. He been watching the ISGPK, Kanye West. That is why he can make that statement like that. But because the Bible is real, and because the other races do not want black people to know their identity, when Kanye West made that statement, the Jewish media started to come down on him. All them big celebrities, those white so-called Jewish people, they try to say, hey, cut ties with him, Apple. They want this one to cut ties with him. They want that one to cut ties with him. They're trying to break Kanye West spiritually so he could go back on his words or he could have a mental breakdown. That is what they're trying to do, Kanye West, to see if he could go back on his word or to make him have a mental breakdown. You understand? But because the Bible is real and Kanye West made that statement like that, them other races do not want the world to know the truth. So they're trying to make him go back on his word. That is proof that the Bible is real. If the Bible was fake, everybody would have just laughed at Kanye West and move on. And they would have lived a normal life. They would have just laughed. The white Jewish media would have just laughed and everybody would just move on. But because what Kanye West is so real and is so truth, because Kanye West listen to the ISUPK and know that black people are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. And Kanye West said it on national television and on the radio station. Kanye West said it too. Now remember, Kanye West is a billionaire, not so? Yeah, Kanye West is a billionaire. A rich black man making a revolution, a revelation like that.
So like you said, for
you understand? Yeah, go ahead.
The richest so-called African-American ever in history. In the United States.
Kanye West, yeah. And look at that, the richest Kanye West.
Right. So like I said, so if Kanye West is the richest man, the richest black man on planet Earth today, he'll come out and tell the truth about the Bible. What wrong with these other people that's supposed to be leaders? What is their excuse if Kanye West coming out to do that?
Yes.
What reason they have to hold back the truth and the support for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? If he could stand up and do it, why can't they?
Yes.
They have to hate us. They have to don't like black people at all. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That is the only thing I can think about. If Kanye West could risk his reputation, his money, and all of that, to do that, as the richest man, everybody else supposed to take pattern and say, nah, time for we to do what it is we're supposed to do and come together and help we people and them. And the Jews have a community.
Right.
The East Indians have a community. The Asians have a community. The Africans have a community. All of them just get the support. They have the military. They have this, they have that, they have the other. You understand? But none for we.
Right.
Oh, what's going on? All right.
And as you just said, Kanye West is putting his reputation on the line.
Right.
So Kanye West know that he won't be no billionaire again. They will try to take back everything from him. They will try and find some way. These white people will find a way because these white people, as well as the other races, do not want black people to know their identity.
Right.
They're trying to keep it secret. But since 1969, we have been teaching that.
Right.
And now the celebrities starting to hear us. And now the celebrities actually starting to talk it on the media.
Right.
So much so that white people trying to strip that. I mean, look what this Nick Cannon. I think he come out with that revelation, but when they beat him down so much, he went back on his word. Because he didn't want to lose his money.
Right.
But the richest black man, Kanye West, he say, boy, to hell with that money, boy. This truth had to come out.
Correct.
Black people is the Israelites. You understand?
So look, yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, to be a man that is the most wealthiest person, one of the most lyrical and most iconic or well-established and very influential fashion moguls in the world, right? After Virgil, who died, you know what I mean? It's a good friend of theirs, right? And the next person, right? I think that person worked for Balenciaga, right? To be able to do that, they know they have the capacity to support their own. That is what black people have never been taught. They don't want black people to understand that you don't have to live hand them out. You don't need to do that. If he's doing this, he know he have a backup plan. Nobody can establish that amount of wealth to establish something. Kanye West is only 45 years old. You understand?
Right.
And nobody could do that and then not have a backup plan, to have a way to move forward. So all we have to do is jump on board with the brothers and them. Kanye West, that they call him mad, all kind of different things. They try to discredit him. Right. They follow, but he could come out and do that. That is the most sane thing I ever see a man do on the face of the planet as a rich man. Yeah.
As a rich black man, Kanye West. You understand? We had to give him props for that.
Correct.
You understand? Thanks for listening to the ISUPK, Kanye
That's
West.
right.
And we thank you for bringing out the truth, Kanye West.
Correct.
We thank you for bringing out the truth as a black man. So all who's saying that the Bible is not real, this is proof that the Bible is real.
Correct.
Because if the Bible was just a storybook or a fake book, boy, all them white people that just watch Kanye West, they would have laugh and move on. But because they know it real and because they don't want black people to know the identity, they say, nah, boy, we had to tarnish this man's name, boy. We had to strip him from FIFA, strip him from all them Apple, strip him from all them people who he had ties with, to see if we could stop making him get out that money. We find a way to break him down spiritually until he goes back on his word, just like Nick Cannon. You understand? But Kanye West, what Kanye West is saying, he's absolutely right. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are from the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Don't let them fool and say he's African. He's not no African. That is a damn lie. You understand? Africans never sold Africans in slavery. That is another damn lie.
Right.
The Africans sold the Hebrew Israelites into slavery. Because all of us dark skin in complexion together.
Right.
But how the Africans was different to us? Because we had laws that we used to follow. So the Africans used to shave off their beard. We have a law telling us we cannot shave off our beard.
That's right.
The Africans used to dress up like women. We have a law telling us not to dress like a woman.
Right.
That the men is not supposed to dress like the women.
Correct.
You understand? So we have laws that we used to go by. The Africans had their whatever laws that them used to go by. So they knew that we was different to them, even though we was dark skin and complexion.
Right.
Just like today, the East Indians and them dark. But we know that the East Indians is not us.
Right.
Because why the East Indians have a set of gods them just worship. We have one God we just worship.
Right.
Just one. You understand? And he's
Right.
the true God on the face of the earth.
Correct.
You understand? So the East Indians, even though they're dark skinned just like us, we know that we are different from them. They know that they are different from us. That's what you want to say, something?
No, last go ahead.
You understand? They know that we are different from each other. You understand? So don't take up that game and say that the Africans sold Africans in slavery. That is a lie. When they read the Bible, when they read this book From Babylon to Timbuktu, you understand? That's a great book, yeah. Rudolph R. Windsor. I don't know if you could get the scripture, if you could. Right. We're going to read it From Babylon to Timbuktu. Rudolph R. Windsor, he's a scholar of many things. He traveled the world, got archaeology, history and stuff like that.
Right.
And he put them together and say, wait now, the Israelites is the people that who was on the transatlantic slave ships. It's not no Africans.
Right.
That is a lie. You understand? So Kanye West, he is right.
Correct.
And I hope black people, if they don't want to listen to us, well, all right, Kanye West said it. So if Kanye West said it now in 2022 and the ISUPK was saying it since 1969, then Allah can't deny that what we was saying since 1969 is the truth.
That's right.
What we are saying is the truth. A billionaire, a black billionaire, you understand, putting his reputation on the line just to speak the truth. You understand? So yeah, tell me if you could.
And it's funny, sir, if I may, right? It's funny that he calling himself Moses. Because the same thing Moses do. Moses was living among Pharaoh. He was living one of the highest ranking officers in all Egypt. And the same thing Kanye was reading the Bible and understanding that exactly that's who he is. That's who his forefathers was. Moses, Christ, King Solomon, all of them. That is why he could say he feel like he's Moses. You understand? Because that's the same exact spirit he was in. Yes, sir, I have the, which one you want? The Deuteronomy first or the Babylon to Timbuktu?
Yeah, give me Babylon to Timbuktu.
All right, this is from Babylon to Timbuktu, page 90. All right, the second paragraph, right? The black Jews had an advantage over the African tribes. They carried their culture, history, laws, and written records with them.
Right, so we carry our culture, history, laws, and records with us. Everywhere we go, we carry that. Everywhere we go. Now, because right after slavery, the white man stripped us from everything. So we don't know we culture, we don't know we laws, we don't know who's we God. Until 1969 by a man named Abba Bivens. He, knowing a lot of history and slavery, and he was going to the white Jewish churches. When he went into the white Jewish churches, this black man named Abba Bivens, and he knew a lot in slavery, the Lord put a spirit upon Abba Bivens. And he said, you know what? But what this white man teaching me here is a lie. This not in the Bible.
Right.
You understand? What I read in here is Moses black. But the white man telling me color don't matter. And he painting up an image of a white Moses or a white Christ. Look at here, Christ black. Why he telling me this? He said, nah. So when the Lord put a spirit upon Abba Bivens came out in the streets and started to teach the truth about the Bible. That is black people who's in the Bible.
Right.
And black people supposed to rule the earth.
Right.
And right now, black people is in hell because we disobeyed God. That is why there's so much gun violence amongst black people. Because we sinning against the Lord on a daily basis. And you know what does make you sin against the Lord? These religious institutions. Them does encourage us to sin against the Lord. The religious institutions. All of them.
So like, sir,
Yeah.
what they end day and night on the radio station, on the TV, all of that, that's the garbage. Everything, you understand, to push them into the direction that this society want them to go. That is the only thing they could do. They cannot say that they're not responsible for the deaths that are happening in the streets. Jamaica, we going today I talking with our old virgin of mine. He's saying, boy, you going neck and neck with Jamaica? Jamaica way bigger.
Yeah.
Why it is we have that kind of murder rate here, you understand? These religious institutions and leaders and these people that promoting things, they're well responsible for that because that is the only way, that is the only thing they're seeing and hearing on a daily basis. Not getting nothing else. So all they have the blood on all their hand. And they don't care. That is the sad thing about it. They don't care about the lives of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Yeah. And that is given you one 84.
Get on, can, yeah.
84.
Right,
You understand? And that is basically it. You could imagine these religious institutions actually tell black people that all is Israelites. You could imagine what will happen well, let me tune along to Trinidad. You could imagine these religious institutions in Trinidad tell black people that they are Israelites according to the Bible. There will be no more black on black crime, you know. Because when the black man realized that he come from the same bloodline of Jesus Christ, then my God, he go watch his brother and he go watch another black man and say, you know what, use my brother, boy. I ain't gonna kill you. I wouldn't harm you. Because when you read the Bible and all too, it actually tells you how you could treat with your brother that do you harm. You understand? The Bible have everything set down. The Bible is the foundation. You understand? It set down everything. Then it tells us how to solve black on black crime. Like every day you turn on the TV, you might hear somebody say, black people curse. So what going on with black people, boy? Yes, black people is cursed. A curse is a punishment in the Bible. But the Bible also tells us how we could come out of that curse. How we could come out of that punishment. You know, if you and a brother do you harm, you know, let me say you have a friend and the friend watching a woman all hard. You ain't gonna go and beat him up or shoot him because you watching a woman hard. You go and tell him, you say, you're gonna mean like how you're watching a woman and you're watching Shelby too hard, right? And you don't have a lot of respect for me now. You know, you go and you talk to the man. You talk to the man, but you don't go and shoot him. You want to fight with him because you're watching a woman, you go onto him one-on-one. You had a conversation with the man and you let him know you don't like what it is he's doing. And most of the times, as a black man, he will respect you for coming to him and talking to him one-on-one. He will give you that respect. You understand? You say, you know what? Because you come to me and you talk to me like that, I respect you, brother. I go stop watch a woman so hard, right? You understand? And that done. Both of them come back as brothers. But in today's society, something like that happen, you go put hard thoughts in the head. They want to go and shoot the man. You want to go and beat him up. Call a whole hit squad on him. You know? I mean, that ain't making sense. The Bible has everything for black people to become brothers and make we become one. You understand? Right now, black people hate each other so much. We rather go by prestige holding and give prestige holding all our money. Imagine this year, prestige holding say they make $800 million in profits. $800 million prestige holding me. And if it was the majority of people that giving them the money, it's black people. It's black people that make them other races get rich.
So like I said.
Yeah, go ahead.
And here's the sad, poisonous mind state that the people in. Here's the poison that we getting dripping, you understand, little bit by little bit every day now, right? Come like, you understand, somebody putting feces in your food. Easy. Because, and today as well, is a celebration for a certain community, and
right.
So why, how come they have the history intact?
Right.
And they still celebrating the thing and everybody thing. They have children that is not of their race coming and doing that. But whose religion is that? They have the history intact. So why it is we can't have we own? Why every time we have to join them together is always a problem? Right. Nah, that can't be good. If them had their own day, so what do we own? Why we can't keep the high holy days of the Bible? Why we can't celebrate we Purim, we Feast of Tabernacles, we Passover and thing in peace, and them doing their thing? Let them do their thing. What's the problem with black people coming together and supporting we own? Nah, birds, we can't live that life. That is a mad scene, you understand? So man, I don't understand what time of day it is. Come out of that, you understand? And leave prestige, let them skate on their own self. Them skate, let them go together, they all have power and all of that. Let them support them. They're doing it. That's what we're trying to show earlier. They're doing it already. We're not doing we own. That is why we come here. Tell people to understand by the time they come back to how we just done it done. So we can function as we own. As what the Lord want for we. Yeah.
And you know why these other races don't want black people to come together? Because when you see black on black crime, there's always some other race behind it. It's always some race. Like some black man have drugs, selling drugs to black brother. Is some other race behind that. You understand?
Correct.
Where the black man get the drugs from?
Right.
You understand? It's some hidden behind that.
Correct.
You understand? But black people so destroyed, we go end up selling it to our own people. And our own people so destroyed physically and mentally. You understand? in order to ease their frustration, they rather buy the drugs to ease their frustration. So the black man who's selling the drugs know that black people done weak already and frustrated. So it's we he had to sell the drugs too. Because black people going through a mental frustration right now. Like I always say, in today's society, black people is like a walking, undiagnosed psychiatric ward because of slavery. Slavery mash you up so bad. We rather help another race than to help your own people. That is how slavery mash you up so bad. Slavery mash you up so bad. Since 1969, we telling them, hey, all these Israelites, all these not Africans. And them don't want to believe that. Them rather believe another race telling them that there is Africans. Rather than we who know the Bible. Because in 1969, we know the Bible. Like we're the only people who have the authority to teach the Bible.
Right.
Nobody else has the authority to teach the Bible.
Correct.
And don't feel like could sit down in a corner and say, no, Christ go talk to me. Nah, don't say Christ go talk to you and you go know the Bible. Right? Because some years ago, I believe it was Diego Martin, a brother stabbed up his next brother to death. And then you know why he stabbed him up to death? When the, I think when the police asked him, he said Christ told him to stab up his brother. So that person who talking to you is not Christ, that is Satan.
Correct.
Because only Satan go want you to sit down in a corner and read the Bible. Anybody who's sitting down in a corner and think they could read the Bible and understand it, they lie. You do not know the Bible.
Correct.
The Bible is a public interpretation, not a private interpretation. You must come and learn the Bible. Christ learned the Bible in a church. That is where Christ went and learned the Bible.
Right.
Somebody taught Christ the Bible.
Correct.
You understand? So don't feel like you say, yet as a girl.
And the thing is, Christ had disciples. Christ was teaching the men them.
Yeah.
The same thing he learned from men and he come and teach men.
Yeah.
So who tell you this shepherd is about you go and sit in a corner and read and understand things for yourself?
Right.
Where you get that from?
Yeah.
That is Satan really and truly mingling up and mixing up your brain.
Yeah.
Don't get tired with these people them out here, these nutcases them out here. They're leading you down a slippery slope, you understand? You'll fall off that cliff. Don't play with your life. And the life of the people in them that you have hands in, some of these fathers, brothers, grandson thing. You understand? Somebody looking for a little lead, you understand, to really be part of a society, a community that will be a defense to people and them. That is where you're learning to do the right thing. That is what the Bible have in it.
Yeah. So we had to come together as a people. The Bible is our history book, black people. You understand? This Bible does not belong to no other race. I know we hearing God love everybody, and you know and God had sex with Mary and made Christ. I know we were hearing all them garbage years ago, but those garbage is lies.
Right.
According to the Bible, Joseph had sex with Mary to make Jesus Christ.
Correct.
According to the Bible, God only loves black people. He love no other race. You understand? That is why black people filling up the prison system. Because God is our Father. And if I sin against my Father, wouldn't my Father punish me? My Father will punish me. Because my Father loves me. My Father don't love my friend. My friend gonna be what? A East Indian or a Chinese. Right? Let me say a East Indian or a Chinese is my friend. And sure we smoking weed. God go only make sure that when the police officer come to lock me up, God go only make sure that the officer lock me up alone. Because I is God's son.
Right.
Black people, you is God's son. Only you, God cares about. That is why when you sin as a black man, you just get locked up in the prison system. You understand? So we need to stop sin. Let the East Indians and the Chinese smoke their marijuana. Smoking marijuana have absolutely nothing to do with black people.
Right.
Nothing. You continue to smoke, you continue to selling drugs to your black brother. You're going to end up in prison or die. Because God said he only prefers you, black man, out of all the races on the face of the earth.
Right.
That is why when you sin as a black man, you just end up in prison. God said don't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. What will happen if you eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster? The Lord gonna make you get sickness and diseases. That is what the Lord gonna do. Like the other races are getting sickness and diseases too, you know. But I watch the ratio. You understand? Like it's not only black people alone in the prison. There's other races in the prison too. But watch the ratio. Watch the majority. It's like 95% of black people in prison. 95% of them. That is madness. But you know why that happened? Because God only loves black people. He don't love no other race. That is why when we sin, we just feel the brunt of God's punishment. When the Chinese and them sin, it's just a small thing. You know, you don't really see it compared to when black people sin. You understand? When black people eating pork and crab, we just get what? Hepatitis. We just get hypertensive. We just get AIDS. We just get gonorrhea. We just get cancer. Just watch the majority of sickness that black people have right now is because of the food we eating. When the other races eat them, they just get the sickness too, you know. But not as much as how we just get it. It's because the Lord told us in the Bible, do not eat no shark. That famous bacon shark we like to eat. No. We have to stop eat shark. The Lord said, don't eat shark, don't eat shrimp. Stop eating shrimp. You're going to get sickness and diseases from eating those food that the Lord said not to eat. Let the other races eat them. You're not supposed to eat them, black man. And again, because the Lord is your father, and because the Lord only loves you, black man, he will only punish you for the evilness that you've done, or for breaking the laws of the Bible. He will only punish you, black man. You understand? You had a scripture there, Tazo?
So, okay, which one?
What you was reading there? It is the book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 84 in the middle paragraph, yeah.
All right, come. This is the book of From Babylon to Timbuktu, right, page 84 in the second paragraph. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we what we're going to talk about here right now, this is from the book Babylon to Timbuktu. What we're going to talk about here right now is to show you how the Israelites went into Africa. We went into Africa and the Africans captured us.
Right.
And sold us to the white man.
Right.
That is what happened.
Right.
There was not no Africans in slavery. That is a damn lie. The Hebrew Israelites was in slavery, who was captured by the Africans, and the Africans sold the Israelites to the white man. That is what happened. So Kanye West again, he's right. We are not Africans. We are the lost 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
That is who we are. So yeah, I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Right. Read on or jump down to the during.
You could read on the middle part. You could read on the
Can right? In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son, Titus, put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Right, so over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, meaning they run into Africa. Read that part over again.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Over 1 million Jews fled into Africa. Why? Because at that time, when we was in Jerusalem, the Greeks came, the Romans and them came to Jerusalem and overtook it. And Christ told us, when Allah see these evilness happening in Jerusalem, which is the white people overtaking it, Christ tell us, don't stand up and fight at all. Because Allah sin, the Lord will make Allah lose the battle. So Christ told us to run. Christ told us to flee to the mountains. The mountains was Egypt. And the black Hebrew Israelites ran across into Egypt because it's just one landmass and borders separating these countries, right? Right, I think is America and then is Mexico. Mexico, America, and then Canada, or how it is?
Yeah, so it's Mexico, America,
and Canada, right. So that's a border separating them.
Right.
So a border separating America from Canada, which just speak two different languages. There's not the same people. They're on the same landmass, you know. But it's just a border separating them.
Right.
So not because Jerusalem or Israel on the same landmass with Egypt or Africa means it's the same people. No, it's not the same people.
Right.
It's the same landmass with different race of people.
Right.
And the Hebrew Israelites ran across into Africa. That is what happened here. So I'm telling you now.
Fleeing from Roman persecution.
So we ran across into Egypt, fleeing from the Romans and them, the persecution. Go ahead.
And slavery.
And slavery. Go ahead.
The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
And the slave markets was full of black Jewish slaves. It was not filled with African slaves. It was filled with the Jews, the Jewish slaves and them. We are the Jews.
Right.
We are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Kanye West is right. Kanye West not wrong. Kanye West not mad. The Jewish media trying to make Kanye West look like if he's mad. But he's not mad. The Jewish media will find everything in the means to try to make the man look mad. But Kanye West, he's mad. He's right. We are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. What Kanye West, what you need to do right now is to come in the ISGPK. You understand? You need to come in the ISGPK. You see how you was saying Puff Daddy and all of them do like you? You understand? You right, Kanye West. When you're in the world, it's only enemies you have out there. When you come in the ISGPK, you will see that you have a brotherhood in here, Kanye West. You need to come in the ISGPK, Kanye West. That's what you need to do. You understand? Forget them in the world. You're already on point there. Black people is the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Because in 1969, we've seen it. So you learned it from us. You learned it from the ISGPK. So you need to get in class now and learn more. Kanye West. That's what you need to do. Get in class and learn more. You understand? Where's the next scripture? Give me that this one. Zephaniah 2:1. Zephaniah 2:1.
Right.
You understand? Black people, we are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. All listen. If all they want to hear it from us, well, all right. Kanye West said it. Kanye West, he said it. A billionaire. A black billionaire. All they want to hear it from me. So all they heard it from a black billionaire now. And let's see how the Jewish people and them trying to tarnish his name. Which means what he is saying is right. He's not wrong for saying it. They did that to Nick Cannon too, and they pong Nick Cannon to the ground so much. Nick Cannon said, all right, he went back on the word. Just to get money. You understand? But Kanye West said, nah. I hoping, Kanye West saying go back on the word because the media is going to come at Kanye West. Them white people are going to come at him hard now. You understand? I'm hoping Kanye West, you ain't go back on your word because the media is going to come at you hard. That's why I tell you, come in the ISGPK, Kanye West. You have protection in this school.
Correct.
You have protection. You have a brotherhood in this school, Kanye West. Get in the ISGPK now. You understand? Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. When you watch the world today now, what is the nation that is not desired? The nation that is not desired right now, and for the people who want to call in the number to call in again is 771-1791. Right? We have 342-0081. Right? So again, I'm repeat the numbers. 342-0081. The WhatsApp number is 771-1791. You understand? And I could call in, I'll give all the input. If Kanye West, what he was saying was not the truth, nobody would have tried to let him cut ties from Apple or cut ties from I think it's Tida FIFA, some shoes company.
Right.
They're trying to let him cut ties with
Adidas.
Adidas.
So like I said, but he owns majority of the company.
Right. You understand?
Yeah, you own the company basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is proof that what Kanye West is saying is should black man use not no African, don't take that game.
Right.
Use a Hebrew Israelite, just like what Kanye West was saying and what we have been saying since 1969. You understand?
Right. So like I said.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah, I hear you.
go up on the internet and look for the wicked music industry, and you'll see where Kanye West said this: I sold my soul to the devil. That is what Kanye West said. Thank you very much.
Right, well, let me tell you something with that call, eh? No. Everybody has a past already. Like when they come in the ISUBK, everybody go tell you, here what's going on. I was a drug dealer, I was a murderer, I was this, I was that.
Right.
And there comes a point in time in life where people change their life. It called being born again.
Right.
That what it called. Everybody who was in this school was drug dealers, murderers, so anything, you name it. You name it, we was that.
Right.
And when we came in the school, we was born again. We changed our life. That old man, that is not who he is anymore. You understand? We have a new journey now.
That's right.
A new man. You understand? We throw the old wine. New wine coming in that bottle now.
That's right. So like it's if I may, because one thing they understand, what people don't understand is this. Christ, right? That is what he died for. That is why he could have said that with confidence, with a straight and a clear head, under so much pain, not under duress. Nobody forced Christ to say this. He said, Father, forgive them, because you understand what time of the day it is. You understand that people are not in their right mind. That is why they're doing this. He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They don't have an understanding, they don't have a clue of what they're doing. They're just moving out of emotion and malicious ways. You could never see things clear under that type of mind frame. You understand? So when Kanye was talk these things, and I better talk this thing, I better kill, I better commit suicide, all kind of thing. You don't understand what you're doing, you follow? You don't understand Satan's work for God. Satan is an evil angel. He have a duty to do, he have a work to do. He running a company for God. You understand? Or they thinking that Satan is just doing his own thing, and that is fables, that is just Jewish fables. That is not reality. That is not what really going on the face of the earth. You understand? So they don't take these things and just run with it just like that. You know what to do? As the scriptures say, with all they get understanding. Understand what really taking place. Understand why people say what they say. Those things, and that is why it's written in Proverbs. That is why it's an instruction to young men. You understand, to people in general, to understand these things in them, so that you know what's taking place on the face of the earth. All right?
Yeah. So if you want to say call out that Kanye West, he sold his soul to the devil, and whatever bad thing you want to say, you understand? It have a point in time where people just change their life. And Kanye West, he's on that journey. He's on that journey. That is why he's speaking the truth.
Right.
And saying that black people is from the lost 12 tribes of Israel.
Right. So like so.
And right now, what garbage Rowley doing to black people?
Right.
What garbage Kamala does be doing to black people? And they're still running and voting?
Right.
So don't tell me nothing about what Kanye West saying this and that. You understand? You know what? Kamala never helped black people. Rowley never helped black people. And they're still running and voting for them political party.
Right.
But Kanye West says something like that. You want to listen to him? Come down, man.
It's hypocrisy they learn. Yeah. That is where they learn it from. Them places where they go and they're supposed to worship. Where Moses come from? And everybody respect Moses. And Moses is a big player in the Bible. Everybody respect Moses. Yeah. Everybody. And Pharaoh and Moses was working on that Pharaoh. What do you think Pharaoh used to do? Pharaoh like little boys, all kind of things. You think he didn't see that? He did like, you understand, threesome and foursome, all them things. That's why the Bible says not to do that. Them had like sleeping with the mother and the sister and brother and all kind of nastiness. Yeah. That's what the Bible telling Egypt, when they come out of Egypt, don't do after them things. That's what Moses was. Moses was seen. That's the culture these other races on them. That's why we're not fascinated when they do this kind of nastiness. Because we understand that's what the Lord don't want you doing. That's why people outlaws. That's what they talk and believe and all that. For people who talking in the comment section certain things about the Bible, this is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to understand the true culture and records. As this book was talking about here, wherever we went, we used to carry records and we laws and all of that. That's time for we to get back to how we're supposed to operate. So that's where your focus should be. Coming back on top of your game, understanding what belongs to you and get back to that. Anything else is irrelevant. It's just distractions, all right?
Yeah. Look when Gary Griffith was the commissioner of police, how Gary Griffith used to be shooting black people.
Right.
He locked up them black youths in Kelly Village when I was having the zest party. But when the 1%, the so high Sawatis and them was having the wedding in Valsane,
Right.
Gary Griffith never do nothing to them.
Correct.
When the black youths and Silots, he put them on the ground to lie down and record them and had them apologizing. But when the white 1% in that is what?
Private property.
West Side Shore.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the West, them white people and them was having a party. Gary Griffith didn't do nothing to them. So it is clear to see that Gary Griffith was victimizing black people. Just by what it is he was doing. And people still want to run and vote for Gary Griffith with this new party that he want to do there.
Madness.
Nah, man. If they do that, black people dead right now. Yeah.
Correct.
We show it clear. Gary Griffith was actually making up excuses why he cannot go into the 1% place in the West there. I think it was Bayside Towers.
Garbage.
And can't lock them up. Talking about that private property and private property. And this is public property. Make a big excuse when in Kelly Village. They went in a house, so that private property. Gary Griffith said no. Once you're paying for a ticket, it come like it's for the public. So it's publicly not. I mean, come on, man.
Garbage.
Come on, man. No. So we are allowing everybody else to do evilness and say evilness. Treat black people bad and don't help black people. And we go listen to them and run and vote for them. But Kanye West just say he sell his soul to the devil. Nobody want to listen to him when he coming out with the truth now. Kanye West coming out with the truth. Them politicians ain't coming out with the truth.
So like you said.
Yeah.
And if a man could have sell his soul to the devil, again, Jewish fables, that's a lie, he would have never be able to do that.
Yeah.
Satan would have owned him then. They're like Spawn.
Yeah.
Satan own your soul. That is not the case. That is not what has happened.
Yeah.
That is garbage.
This garbage send your soul to the devil. Come on, man. Let me be real. Anybody could say anything. What we need to, all I need to accept right now is the fact. If Kanye West was not speaking the truth, if what Kanye West was saying was a lie, they would have never come down hard on him as how they're coming down hard on him now. They would have just leave him to let him talk. They might have just laugh. They would have just laugh. But everybody coming down on them and saying, hey, all cut ties with that man. Cut ties with him. Apple, cut ties with Kanye West. Because they know what he's saying is the truth.
Right.
And they do not want that truth to come out.
And next thing here too, right? Because the same people in them that empowering them to bring in guns and drugs to destroy your community, they're having their feast day and they're celebrating their thing today, and here the man say on the WhatsApp day. Right? Long lines for Ruti. Everybody want to assimilate into their culture, but nobody want to help. Everybody like black people culture, they like their music, everything. Right? But when it's time to give back, they want to give a Ruti or a Kruma or some kind of thing. No. Stop having drugs and guns coming with community. That same drug money you're smiling and getting a cut offer, either through association something because you're guilty by association. Because all they're getting help from that same money that they're bringing in there. That's the extra money that they can give away. You understand? So don't try and come and as people say, petticoat. You understand? Or push sugar on people's lip. Where they say that with the drugs money, you understand that they're showing with communities with and play. You want to give out something and want to sponsor there. No, sir. No, that is garbage. You understand? That is to keep blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians asleep, and that is a spit in your face. That is what that is. Yeah. That is not what to do. You understand? If they was on thing, if they was your friends and they'd respect you, understand, and care about your people and your children and all of that, they would never do that because when the boy in them lock up, they can't face nobody. When the boy dead, it has no father to see about his own. When the child gets shoot, again, sincere condolences and apologies goes to the family of Jamal Morris. You understand? We really want to extend our heartfelt, condolences to the family. And these are the people responsible for these things, inclusive of the leaders and the so-called leaders for our communities. Because they're not stopping these people from bringing in them drugs and guns and have men shooting at children.
Yeah. And that is a sad thing. You understand? Imagine, because when the guns and drugs come in, it going in the black community.
Correct.
That is where the drugs and guns coming in. Because black people don't have a nation of our own. We don't have a leader to protect us. Black people do not have a leader to protect us. Like, okay, Rowley does be touching when they going on into office, and they just touch the Bible and say, you know, make that their men see the Bible. You understand? I mean, come on, man, they follow touching the Bible. Say the right thing. Black people is Israelites, is not Africans. Stop saying we's Africans. That's one of the reasons too. White as black people hate each other. You understand? At a point in time, I had hate black people. You know why? Because when somebody was telling me some history that is black people, is Africans that sold Africans in slavery. So they're trying to use the analogy, well, don't blame white people. It's your own Africans what sold Africans in slavery. And at a point in time, I had hated black people for that. But when I come in the ISUPK and I learn the truth, there was not no Africans in slavery. That is a lie. It's the Hebrew Israelites was in slavery.
Correct.
We is a totally different race
Correct.
to the Africans.
Correct.
It's the Africans captured black people, the Israelites, and sold us to white people. And the white people now, because they want us to hate each other, they tell us that we is Africans and we sold each other in slavery. Because they want us to hate each other. You understand? And them Africans and them know too that we is not them.
Correct.
That is why they could call us Akata. Akata means cotton picker.
Right.
When Africans see you, they go laugh and say Akata. Calling you a cotton picker. Because them Africans know that we is not them.
That's it.
You understand? So stop. Don't take that game up and say he's African. He's not no African. He's an Israelite.
Right.
And the reason why you're filling up the prison system, the reason why every day you turn on the TV, some black man get gunned down. Look, yesterday, I think it's yesterday or today, some sister stab up she own brother.
Yeah.
And there's black people there. Black people, we are in hell because we keep sinning against the Lord. We in hell because we believe that we is Africans. We in hell. You understand? Because since 1969, we telling all that, hey, all is Hebrew Israelites and all don't want to believe us. Black one, all stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. We in hell because of it. Black one, all stop selling drugs to all brother. We in hell because of it. You understand? We need to come back to the laws of the Bible, because only the laws of the Bible could make us stop hate one another.
Right.
Like, what could a sister stab up she brother for? You understand? For what? You understand? You have a little argument. I mean, come on, it's an argument. You so enraged, you stab up your own brother. You understand? Whatever it was, I sure that could have been dealt with in a different manner. But again, because we feel we as Africans, you understand? And we don't believe that we are Israelites. That is what happened. But if we know we was Israelites, in the first place, they would have never been arguing with each other. If they have known that they was Israelites. But again, these religious institutions not teaching us that we are Hebrew Israelites. Black man, you better than an African. You is not no African. Don't take that game up. Give me the one in 219, Revelation 219, I think it is. You better than an African black man. What flowing through your veins is of royalties. Is a bloodline of royalty. That is what flowing through your veins, black man. Yes, I know they say when they cut open the skin, it's the same red blood all over. But nah. Spiritually, black man, because watch me, in the beginning, everybody was one. Everybody was one, and everybody used to speak one language in the beginning. But after a while, the Lord split everybody and make us speak different languages. And because of that, everybody had different gods and different laws. And God took the Israelites and said, here what's going on. All of them be ruling over this face of the earth. If all of keep my commandments. I've given all of my commandments. I've given all of my laws. And if all you keep it, all you go rule over every race on the face of the earth. So don't take that game up, black man. You better than an African.
Right.
Yeah,
Baba Kashasa, right? Because somebody now said in the comments, you understand, that we sounding like a hate group. Every time you show your people in love, I want to love each other, they always quick to say, black man, you understand, you sound like a hate group. Anytime I tell the people them to stop, you understand, falling after wickedness and to leave their life
stop
alone.
Smoking weed. Imagine I just said stop smoking weed. That is a hate group.
You understand? Stop killing out each other. That is a hate group. No. You understand? That is a love group. The ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, is a love group. Teaching the people who need the love the most on the planet because nobody else loves them. They're showing by their actions. Love is a verb. When do we like to say that? Love is an action word. They're showing by their action they do not love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We love you all. You understand? So we'll do everything that is necessary to make sure we get back to how we're supposed to love each other. To hell with who think this and that and the other, and they talking, they pack of lies. At the end of the day, you understand, it's not stopping the hate, but they're quick to call you a hate group. That is hypocrisy. That is what Satan is do. Satan is the accuser, the brother. You understand? That is what they learn to do. Try to play in your head to make you feel that type of way. No. Let them show their love. Don't tell me about no love. Don't tell me about you love me. Show me you love me. You understand? And stop talking a pack of garbage in my head. You understand? At the end, when people start to talk so, he doesn't want to hear nothing from them. Watch them. God, that is Satan. That is a devil. That is a deceiver. You understand? Looking to bring bacchanal between black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Themselves, they choke fire and fall back so, and watch you and your woman, Carol. Watch you and your brother do each other, all kind of madness. You understand? Watch all they fall out of a bit of stinking weed. You understand? And some cocaine and some kind of shitty thing. You understand? And how people killing out each other.
It's like a caller, say a caller, but we almost up our time there. Right, caller?
You want scripture real quick?
Yeah, if you could read it, yeah.
Right, the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9, so-called black man. I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich.
Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not.
Right, so there's a group of people who say that they are Jews right now, but they are not. That is the white people. Any white man say that there's Jews, they lie.
That's right.
Believe Kanye West and what he's saying.
Correct.
Believe in the ISUPK. Black people, you are the Israelites.
Shalom. Okay.